Today, I estimate that over 70% of the people who use English in medical or pharmaceutical work are not native English speakers. And in some areas, this number is much higher. The reader doesn't have much time, so we have to write clearly and concisely and coherently. Then the reader can read and understand our translations quickly. These days, even native English writers are beginning to use global English. They want to write for a global market, and clear, understandable English is a useful job skill. And of course, this is also true for non-native writers. We'll look at global English. It's a system that will help you translate Japanese into clear, understandable English for international readers in your field. Here are my basic principles of global English. I've summarized them for Japanese medical and pharmaceutical translators. And it's also complex. For example, see here? It was decided that. Many Japanese translators use this pattern, but it's difficult to understand in English. So, we need to rewrite it more clearly. As you see, we changed it into 3 sentences of about 11 words, 25 words, and 19 words. I think you'll agree that these 3 sentences are much easier to read. This sentence is only 26 words long, almost our target length of 25 words or less. But let's think about the reader. 3 points may be confusing to the reader. One is the word unknown. The reader may stop and think, wait, that event was found in this study, so it isn't unknown. If we add previously, the reader can understand easily. Because it's a comparison, we should say lower rather than low. However, in this case, we can say significantly inferior. It sounds even better. And we want to use parallel structure as much as possible. So, in the global English sentence, we will use significantly inferior survival. In addition, we can change patients who were administered ABC 411 to the ABC 411 treatment arm. We have to read the Japanese very carefully, but we can't get stuck on the Japanese. We actually have to look through the Japanese and see the data. So, I'll show you a trick. I often do this when I translate difficult Japanese sentences. We want to get beyond the Japanese. So, before we write the English translation, we'll look at the basic parts of the sentence, and we'll make a list. Okay, so here's the data. 59-year-old woman, breast cancer. The breast cancer is estrogen receptor negative, progesterone receptor negative, and HER2 negative. Surgery, 2 weeks after.